Good morning and welcome, dear friends. Welcome to our spiritual home, the Unitarian Universalist Church of Tarpon Springs. My name is Mark Hopkins. For those of you with visual impairment, I'm a mid-70s white male with graying hair and beard. We ask anyone speaking today to enunciate distinctly using facial expression, intonation, and body language for those with hearing impairment. As we worship today, let us incorporate the intention to live in reciprocity with the land and waters surrounding us. May we commit to conserve and protect them, and by encouraging others in this shared work, help weave a future of care for these lands and waters. In doing so, we walk with respect on the traditional homelands of the Seminole and Tocobaga peoples, whose enduring connection to this place reminds us that our stewardship is part of a much deeper, ongoing story of relationship with the earth. We offer a warm welcome to guests who are with us today. We'd like to get to know you better and hope that following the service, you'll join us in the social hall for coffee and refreshments. Our mission states that we're a liberal faith community for all ages, promoting spiritual growth, social justice, and the arts. Our guest today, Erin Powers, will lead our service entitled A Relational Faith. Erin Powers, pronouns they, them, is a religious educator and aspirant for Unitarian Universalist ministry living near Tampa, Florida. They are inspired by our interconnectedness woven throughout humanity and the greater living world. Our music today is provided by Joy Katzen-Guthrie. We welcome you back. And again, a warm welcome for our service today. Our first music.
Our opening song is Come Sing a Song With Me. It is number 346. Please rise if you're comfortable doing so. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me that I might know you're mine, and I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find, and I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come sing a song with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me that I might know you're mine, and I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find, and I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me that I might know you're mine, and I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find, and I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me that I might know you're mine, and I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find, and I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Thank you.
Good morning. So I am Erin Powers, pronouns are they, them, and I am so happy to be back here with y'all today. And y'all are sounding especially lovely, so don't know if you've been practicing, but it sounds amazing. Oh, yes. How's that? Is that better? Excellent. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all hear it. Y'all sounded lovely this morning, So I am Erin Powers, they, them. I am a white, femme-appearing, non-binary person with short, dark hair and glasses, and I am wearing a pink and blue and white floral button-down. And our opening words today are from the Dutch theologian Henry Nouwen. Community means that people come together around the table, not just to feed their bodies, but to feed their minds and their relationships.
We light our chalice today with these words, A Communion of Heart and Soul by Bruce Southworth. For the gift of this day and for our community of spiritual nurture and compassion, we give thanks. We light this chalice as a symbol of our faith. May our many sparks meet and merge in communion of heart and soul. Unitarian Universalism is a covenantal faith. We will now read our congregation's covenant. You'll find the words on the screen. We strive to look for and encourage the best in each other as we move toward justice and peace for both ourselves and the world. And when we fall short, we will seek right understanding, reconciliation, and turn to God. Now, Diana Reif will join us to offer signing as we prepare to sing Spirit of Life. Diana will make her way up.
You remembered.
I did remember.
Okay, so for our story today, there was a person lost in a desert. The water in their flask had run out 2 days ago, and the situation was growing more serious by the minute. They needed water, and soon. And to their amazement, they saw a small hut just ahead. It might be a mirage, it was probably a hallucination, but having no other option, they forge ahead. And as they stumbled closer, they realized that it was quite real. And so with the last of their strength, they went inside. The hut was not occupied and seemed like it had been abandoned for quite some time. And they hoped against hope that by some miracle they might find water inside. And their heart skipped a beat when they saw what was in the hut, a water hand pump. And it had a pipe going down through the floor, perhaps tapping a source of water deep underground. And so without hesitation, they began working the hand pump, but no water came out. And they kept at it, and still nothing happened. Exhausted and frustrated, any glimmer of hope was quickly vanishing. It seemed as if this might be the end after all. How tragic it would be to die of thirst next to a water pump. And as their eyes fell in despair, they noticed a bottle in one corner of the hut. It was filled with water and corked up to prevent evaporation. And hurriedly they uncorked the bottle, and they were about to gulp down the sweet, life-giving water when they noticed a piece of paper attached to it. Handwriting on the paper read, "Use this water to start the pump. Don't forget to fill the bottle when you're done." Now, what a dilemma. What should they do? If they let the water go into the pump, what assurance was there that it would work? What if the pump malfunctioned? What if the pipe had a leak? What if the underground reservoir had long dried up? There was no way to know. But then, maybe, the instruction was correct. Should they risk it? If it turned out to be false, they would be throwing away the last water they might ever see. And so, hands trembling, carefully, they poured the water into the pump. And then they closed their eyes and said a prayer and started working the pump. And at first, nothing. And then a small gurgle. And then a bigger gurgle. And then water came rushing out more than they could possibly use. They luxuriated in the cool and refreshing stream. The relief was overwhelming. They were going to make it. After drinking cup after cup and feeling much better, they looked around the hut, and they found a pencil and a map of the region. The map showed that they were still far away from civilization, but at least now they knew where they were and which direction to go. They filled their flask for the journey ahead. They also filled the bottle and put the cork back in. And before leaving the hut, they added a note below the instructions on the bottle. "Believe me, it works." And I like this story because it invites us to think about the ways that we have been saved by people that we have never met, and that we have saved others in the same way. The interconnectedness of our existence is what saves us over and over and over again. So may it be so. And we will sing our children out to their classes.
Go now, please, go now, please. May the light of God surround you everywhere, everywhere you may go. Go now,
still chuckling from the story. It was good. Now is the time in the service when we take our offering. 4 times a year, we have a special purpose collection selected by the Rainbow Welcome Circle, who coordinate our social justice initiatives. For the month of October, social justice special purpose collection is Peace for Tarpon. Peace for Tarpon made Tarpon Springs the first trauma-informed community in the nation. Their mission is to connect, inform, transform, and heal. Their projects range from working with bullying in schools to homelessness to the LGBTQIA+ community to community violence. You're welcome to donate by mail or online or drop your offering in the plate as is passed. Special envelopes are available near you in the pews for cash donations. Please indicate Peace for Tarpon in the memo line.
One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world. Lay the puzzle pieces out. Find out what it's all about. Together we can change the world. By myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. With our hands and with our hearts, we can dare to make a start. Together we can change the world. What if we spoke with one voice, knowing that we had a choice? Together we can change the world. Myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. Change your mind and change your life. Set aside the fear and strife. Together we can change the world. When we open up our eyes, then we start to realize. Together we can change the world. Can't do it by myself, so I'm asking for your help. Together we can change the world. Sail past where it's been charted. Roll your sleeves up, let's get started. Together we can change the world. Together we can change the world. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's not too late. Together we can change the world. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Joy. That was beautiful. So our reading for today was written for UU The Vote by the Reverend Ashley Horan, who now serves as the Vice President of Programs and Ministries for the UUA. Another world is possible. We say it again and again, even when the proof lies somewhere beyond the horizon, beyond our reach, beyond our imagination. This is our faith. Another world is possible. Not somewhere else, another world, another lifetime, but here and now, for us and for all. Another world is possible. There is no single path toward that world, no one strategy or approach that will restore balance, heal brokenness, sow wholeness, free creation. There are many routes toward liberation, toward freedom, but the abundance of options does not absolve us of the responsibility of acting. Another world is possible. The call, the duty of each moment in history is to discern who are we and what can we bring with humility, integrity, faith. What is the context and how can we address it with agility, resilience, skill? What is the vision, and how can we realize it with accountability, relationship, joy? Another world is possible. And in this time of despair, of fear, of collapse, this time that is both like every other era and like no other time in history, it is audacious to declare our faith and to commit our work to a world that is more free, more just, more whole. But we are an audacious people, in good company, with many kin, and we are ready to show up and work hard and stay humble and make friends and hold the vision. Starting here, now, today, with us and persevering, however long it takes, until that other world is not only possible, but another world is here. And now please join me in a moment of silence.
As we come around to take our places at the table, a moment to remember and reflect upon our wealth. Here's to loving friends and family. Here's to being able to gather here together in good company and health. May we be released from all those feelings that would harm us. May we have the will to give them up and get them gone. For heavy are the satchels full of anger and false promise. May we have the strength to put them down. And may the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day. And may we wish the best for everyone that we encounter. May we swallow pride, and may we do away with fear. For it's only what we do not know that we've grown afraid of, and only what we do not choose to hear. And may the light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day. And as we bless our daily bread and drink our day's libation, may we be reminded of the lost and wayward soul, the hungry and the homeless that we have in every nation. May we fill each empty cup and bowl. May nothing ever come between or threaten to divide us. May we never take for granted all the gifts that we receive, being ever mindful of the unseen hands that guide us and the miracles that cause us to believe. May your light of love be shining deep within your spirit. May the torch of mercy clear the path and show the way. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you every day. May the horn of plenty sound so everyone can hear it. May the light of love be with you. May the light of love be with you. May the light of love be with you every day. Thank you.
Thank you again for your music, Joy. So we need each other to survive. There's no doubt about it. I'm sure y'all can hear me. Humans have always been community-centered creatures. Our interconnectedness is more apparent than ever before. And our churches are no different. Nearly 400 years ago, our forebears also understood that churches needed each other to survive. Although I suspect this conversation has been happening since the beginnings of organized religion. Unitarian Universalism is a relational faith. It is dependent on the interactions between people, between spirit, and between the universe of all existence. Like y'all did at the beginning of the service, we covenant together and not alone. Our faith is a living, dynamic faith. It is a faith with a long history which can be traced all the way back to the origins of Christianity. It was once two different Christian denominations, and now it is proudly its own denomination. Unitarian Universalism is many things to many people, and at its core, it is the people who make our faith relational. The people gathered here today, all around the globe, our faith ancestors who shaped our faith into what it is today, and all who will shape it into what it will be in the future. Our relational faith is the work of all who have come together because they believe in the saving power of sacred community. Through all the evolutions of our living faith, there is a sacred thread of relationship and community. In this joining together in faith and with faith, that what we are doing here matters. And it matters that we do this work in sacred community. How we come together as communities of faith and care has been a deep concern for as long as the strands of our faith have existed. The Cambridge Platform was written in 1648 as a form of governance for New England churches. In this time, before our country declared its independence from England, churches were more integrated with the government, and therefore having an agreed-upon structure was needed. And though churches operated as a proxy of sorts for the state, colonists of this time did not want another Church of England. And to be fair, there are parts of the Cambridge Platform that relate to governmental structures that are no longer applicable to us today. But the foundation for our faith's governance structure comes from this document. And this structure is called congregational polity, and it's a term you probably know. It simply means that the governance of our congregations is decided by each congregation. And it is arguably one of the most beloved aspects of Unitarian Universalist faith, especially among those who come from traditions with strong hierarchical structures. But there's more to it than that. Today, the Cambridge Platform serves as a foundation for the defining characteristics of our UU churches. It established many freedoms, both freedoms to and freedoms from. We are free from hierarchy and autocratic leadership structures. We are free to choose our leadership. Authority is shared in our congregations and association. Our individual congregations are free to operate autonomously. And we are free to develop our own covenants and develop our own congregational cultures. We as individuals and congregations are free to follow our own spiritual and religious journeys. And this freedom must be balanced with responsibility. The Cambridge Platform balanced this freedom with a high level of commitment from both the individuals and the congregations. Church membership in the 17th century was serious business. And though the societal structures are different today, Unitarian Universalism remains a faith that calls us into active participation. Reverend Susan Frederick Gray said at the 2018 General Assembly, "This is no time for a casual faith." And there she was referring to the resurgence of white nationalism. And as the fabric of our democratic society continues to be unraveled, these words are more true than ever. And also, I don't know that there ever is a time for a casual faith as a UU. Our faith is an active, living faith, And that does not happen without active involvement in the growing and sustaining of our faith, both collective and individual. And relationship is the framework through which we practice our faith. And the Cambridge platform outlined a foundation for how we do this. And as UUs, we commit to living our faith by creating and abiding by covenants. We make covenants as congregations, small groups, and between each other. We commit to regularly revisiting these covenants lest they become stale and rote and devoid of meaning. And we commit to both our individual and collective spiritual and religious growth and education. We commit to living our values, even when they are in opposition to the dominant culture. We commit to the ideals of beloved community. And we hold hope that one day our Unitarian Universalist values will be the dominant culture. And when that day comes, it will still be no time for a casual faith. Upholding our values will always require our active participation. And finally, we commit to supporting each other and holding each other accountable to our values with love and compassion. This includes both individuals and our congregations. And it is this final part that I will focus on. As a whole, UUs today embody the tenets of the Cambridge platform well, except for one thing. On the congregational level, we are not always very good at holding each other accountable to our values. And we are not always very good at supporting each other, though I've heard about some things y'all have been doing, so kudos. As the body of our association has grown, much of this has been outsourced to offices of regional staff. And there are certainly instances where outsourcing this work is best. And we have wise and compassionate counsel within our region and all across our denomination. And as it goes, as organizations grow and shift alongside societal shifts, we fall out of habit of practices which sustain and support us. And I believe this is the case for UUs and this aspect of our congregational polity. And in these times where we need strong networks more than ever, renewing our commitment to upholding congregational relationships is vital. And it must be named that part of this falling away from a relationship is a function of American exceptionalism, individualism, and late-stage capitalism. These systems of oppression are always at work, constructing a world that hoards power and resources away from the majority. And these oppressive systems understand how powerful strong communities are. As the protest chant goes, a people united can never be divided. And so when we name these things, we help dismantle their power and root them out of our congregations and our society. And in the time of the writing of the Cambridge platform, there was a greater sense of mutuality among churches, and many reasons for that, some that are no longer applicable today or in every situation. But in that time, it was expected that churches would do regular pulpit swaps, that they would gather together as one church on occasion. It was also expected that larger or more established churches would help newer or struggling churches. This could be material support, consulting, educating. This mutual support and care could be so many things. And it was expected that congregations would support each other. And congregations would be offended if a neighboring church was struggling and they did not reach out. Among these churches was a commitment to mutual growth and success. One of my favorite authors, Robin Wall Kimmerer, best known for her book Braiding Sweetgrass, says all flourishing is mutual. When we make a commitment as individuals and as congregations to doing the work of being in relationship, we foster mutual flourishing. We become stronger and our faith becomes richer. This is not always easy. The churches of New England of the 17th century and still today are geographically close. So many of our churches in Florida and other places are isolated geographically. So this invites the question of how can we be relationally supportive across distance and in challenging terrain? Well, since COVID has grown our comfort and savvy with tech, which y'all do well, it has also grown our ability to connect and be in relationship. We now have a greater ability to attend services of other congregations and have guests, worship leaders, and speakers from across the country. We can attend denominational events, such as General Assembly. We can connect with different ministries throughout our denomination, such as Uplift, Ministries for the Earth, Allies for Racial Justice, and so many more. All of these things offer opportunities to deepen our relationships through the interconnected expanses of our faith. And we are fortunate here in the greater Tampa Bay area to have congregations somewhat close to each other. Many of our congregations, including this one, walk together in pride every year. Our area cluster also helps to foster this mutual flourishing. Y'all have been helping Clearwater with some of their board work. I love that. As the state of our country becomes more worrisome, we need each other more than ever. And I find the greater living world to be a wonderful source of inspiration. Robin Wall Kimmerer's book, The Serviceberry, works as a metaphor for the ways deeper congregational relationships can change our faith and change us. And I highly recommend her books, especially the audiobooks, because Kimmerer reads them herself. So The Serviceberry is about reciprocity and the abundance which naturally follows it. I found this book to be rich with metaphors about the joys and gifts of reciprocity. The same processes which create abundance in nature can also create abundance in our congregations. We need each other the same way birds need berries and berry bushes need birds. Together, we do what we cannot do alone. And when you consider that Unitarian Universalism is a relational faith, a faith founded in covenant created by us, for us, then reciprocity is non-negotiable. And yet, empirical forces would like to convince us otherwise. The falsehood of individualism and exceptionalism can be convincing at times. But the power and joy of community will defeat them every time. This call to community is part of our religious responsibility as Unitarian Universalists. It is our sacred responsibility to each other and to our faith. It is how we know another world is possible. And our forebears were also in a struggle with empirical forces as they worked to build a new nation. They needed each other to withstand the pressures and trials and tribulations of the time, and they found a way through relationship. and today we can do the same. There are genuine fears of scarcity in our country now, and in our churches as well. Everyone's resources of time, talent, and treasure are being affected by global and local forces. It's easy to slip into an attitude of scarcity, but that rarely offers a lasting solution. Abundance frameworks offer more fulfilling and longer-lasting solutions. And this isn't about toxic positivity. This is about subverting empirical forces. Abundance and reciprocity frameworks ask us to share and move in different ways, in ways that haven't been done before, in ways that don't just deplete, they reciprocate and build, and often in inverse proportions. And the secret ingredient in an abundance framework is relationship. The relationships built, sustained, and deepened through reciprocal sharing is the force that changes the equation. Relationships change the equation. Relationships take a plus sign that is already unsteady on a single post, and it gives it a nudge, and suddenly we have a multiplication sign. It's steady now. It's resting on two legs, ready to make big things happen. Reciprocity and relationship is what brings a vitality to our faith. It brings our faith to life. And when we connect with our faith ancestors, that too is relationship. There are few thresholds that relationship cannot bridge. And so when we center this in our spiritual and religious practice, we keep our Unitarian Universalist faith alive for today and for the future. And so in short, the Cambridge Platform created the foundation for a culture of church governance rooted in mutual love and care for each other and for the church itself. It brought authority into a place of shared mutuality rather than hierarchy. And though so much has changed in our faith since the creation of the Cambridge Platform, this thread of mutuality and love, care, and authority has been a constant. And we keep our faith alive when we heed this wisdom. This was the way of our ancestors, and I believe that this is our path for the future. May it be so.
Please join me and stand for Lean on Me. It is number 1021, 1021. Sometime in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I love you.
one of my favorites. So in closing, I'll send you off with these words inspired by a passage from Deuteronomy. We drink from wells dug by our ancestors long ago, and we sit in the shade of trees we did not plant. It is now our privilege and our responsibility to plant seeds for the future generations.
So it's probably a neighbor.
Take a little.
Which was like 2014.
We extinguish our chalice with words from Rebecca Savage. As we come to the end of the service, may you depart from our time together, buoyed by the Spirit of life, delighted by the warmth of our gathering, and renewed in spirit and mind. As we extinguish the flame of our chalice, may its lingering spark be carried in your heart until we are together again. Closing music. That'd be nice. I should have allowed it.
I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. And so it is. I see the child in you. I see the sweetness in you. I see the softness in you. And so it is. I can see it. It's right there before me. I can feel it deep in my soul. I can know it, that you are an angel full of magic and power and pure sweet love. I see the goodness in you. I see the wisdom in you. I see the strength in you. And so it is. I see the joy in you. I see your light shining through. I see the love that's in you. And so it is. I see the grace in you. I see the courage in you. I see the heart that's in you. And so it is. I see the beauty in you. I see the power in you. I see the greatness in you. And so it is.
Following that demonstration of being a relational faith and having each other's back, we got it all in.